going. How's it going, guys? Welcome to After Hours, where we already drank quite a bit, and we're starting a podcast now. In case you didn't know what the name of the podcast is, it's After Hours.
After when? Hours. Just kidding.
Yeah, exactly. After where?
Hours.
After how? Hours. Makes no sense. Hey guys, we're back with another episode for After Hours, and I'm excited tonight because I stole up a friend to be on this podcast. He's a very introverted guy. Like, if I didn't go to his house, he'd probably never be on this podcast.
Yeah, it was a real GTA mission just going there. It was amazing.
I got respect points for this.
You know they call stealing people kidnapping, right?
That's why there's respect at it.
Yeah. I got that. Level up,
Bro.
Anyways, this is After Hours. I'm here with Mike, a.k.a. Darren, a.k.a. Dinkit. We got Derrick.
Dink it, Mike. Dink it with
Darren.
Mike.
Dink it, Darren.
Oh, yeah, that's the one.
Anyways, there's Derrick over there, our sound guy. As you can tell, this is not a Sunday night this time. Because we actually have a sound guy.
We get that dink going.
Let's just say hello, Derrick.
More or less, yeah. Hopefully this audio doesn't get corrupted. I'm really crossing my fingers on this one.
Samesies. Then we got
more
our
than
good friend
samesies.
I stole, Ian.
Yeah, it's me, Ian.
It's me, your boy.
Yeah, what happens when you
Yeah,
steal
boy.
a friend?
Uh,
How do you do that? That's amazing. Thievery.
this is
Times.
probably the only time I've ever had that technique used against me. I'm usually the one who does the stealing. That's why I was in such disbelief when I just walked out and you guys were just in my living room. I was like, damn, so this is what it feels like, huh?
It's like
I normally I'll give like two weeks at least. Like, hey, we're gonna do this thing. You ready? And I tell him every 2 days, so we're doing this.
So
right?
you ready for this? You gotta mentally prep.
Because he has to mentally prepare for being in an outing. And
That's how it is.
but this time I was like, nah, fuck that.
That introvert life.
True.
Yeah, I really thought it was just a joke that whole time.
Yeah, Derrick was like, oh, I was like, we're gonna go pick up. He was like, you know who lives around here? Ian. We're gonna go pick up Ian. Derrick's like, oh, ha ha. And you pull up in the driveway, and I take the turn. He's like, oh, we're actually doing this.
Wait a minute.
Yep.
Yeah, you made the turn, and I was like, oh, damn, we're doing this.
We knocked on your door 10 times.
I couldn't hear you. Obviously, you must have woke Logan up. To be honest,
I was like, they're either asleep or they have their headphones on. I'm gonna keep knocking until they answer the door. I know they're home.
Yeah, I'm a big fan, by the way.
that's good to hear. I don't know if that's true, but
So,
Elite
in case our listeners don't know, Ian does a stream / YouTube channel called The Elite Scrub, and he's the Elite Scrub, and he's a fairly decent player. He's all right. I'm just kidding.
I don't disagree with that.
I mean,
it's just that I don't play with people that are better than just all right.
he's pretty good actually. You play with him on League of Legends. He's probably the better player than you.
No, not true. League is definitely my worst game, I have to say.
And then you play some Apex with him. You're probably the worst player.
Maybe.
Just kidding.
He's
Maybe.
That's a maybe.
It's a stretch.
You really set the model for how I want to be when I play Apex.
Yeah, because us three played Apex. Derrick, me, and Ian before. Yeah,
Yeah.
and
That was fun.
that was a good time. I had
That was fun.
I had all LOLs.
I enjoy Apex even if I'm not winning.
I laughed out
That's one of
loud.
those games
All
where I can
the
just
lols.
die. It's fun.
That's lots of laughs, right?
Legend of Life.
God.
League of Legends?
Yeah, and I enjoy playing League with you as well as Valorant. We played Valorant.
Never
I've been
played
having
Valorant.
a lot of fun with Valorant recently.
Even though we
Played.
lost like the past 5 games.
Don't matter.
It's not about the wins.
It's about the friendship.
It's about the using my abilities in ways that people don't expect. That's the part that's fun for me.
It's the good parts where I can actually put on YouTube. But yeah, so
It's not for the skill. It's for the memes.
we got Ian, Mike, Derrick, and you, Ryan, your host. So let's
So you
get
got glasses this time.
I have glasses now. Yeah, super
You
excited
can
about
see.
that. I can I don't know if I've complained about
Wait,
not
you
having
know what?
glasses on this podcast at all. But
You know what just occurred to me?
what's that?
It just occurred to me that all the times we've been playing shooters, you haven't had glasses. That just occurred to me.
Do you realize why? Do you realize why I was popping up on Destiny 2 the other night? Like,
It's like, oh my god, sight matters?
I literally had a 20
20-1.
20 KD on
Yeah,
that.
because you only died once.
I died once, killed 20 on competitive. My guys, like,
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
I'm doing like a whole Obama thing here with my hand. Like, do you understand?
That's more than Bill Clinton. I
Is
feel
it Bill
like.
Clinton? Yeah, it's Bill Clinton. My bad.
Just looks like you're flicking a wand or something.
Yeah.
Expelliarmus. Broomsticks.
Nimbus 2001.
Jesus.
It's Leviosa, not Leviosa.
Saw.
Not Leviosa.
Great.
Did we come up with a random for the weird? We didn't.
Are we just
We did
gonna-
not.
I suggested one, and you're like, nah.
You guys should do
I mean,
whole
weird.
episode about Harry Potter.
Nah.
No. Thanks, no thanks.
Do you guys ever see that, like, do that stupid deep dive on it where there was literally supposed to be an 8th book, but they there was a bunch of trolls that kept giving away the entire story before the book came out, so they just stopped making the books.
I did not see that.
Flipping
I did not.
hilarious. Because it's like you get like people like driving by like bookstores and like things like and just going by and just telling the entire plot to the story, then driving off, and everybody's like, "What the fuck?"
Assholes.
Which is really like kind of hilarious. I'm pretty sure it made
No,
a
that's
lot of
pretty
people. It made a lot of people
I
mad.
wouldn't do that, but like, I wouldn't do that, but like, I'd be okay with people doing that. I understand.
I probably wouldn't be okay with that.
I get troll wife.
Yeah.
I get that.
But they did it like I think they did it from like the 4th book all the way on to tell like they're just like fuck it, it's like you just keep giving away the story, it's over.
Cool, but we didn't come up with a weird, random. Should we do that last, or
Yeah, let's do that last.
okay? Since Ian only has his anime so far, we're gonna start with anime this time.
Oh, okay.
What's in case and Derrick doesn't even know the thing. The topic for this week is weirds. What's your weirdest?
Weirds.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, what's your weirdest anime? We're gonna go with Ian because he thought about it the most. I feel like.
I didn't really think about it at all. But
You said you had 2.
I do have 2.
You have it written down.
Yeah, it's true. I do have 2. So
He's gonna read the whole synopsis for.
I'm
his
not gonna.
first
I'm
word.
gonna read you like one paragraph, and then you guys will understand. So I have 2. One is my favorite weird anime, and one is my least favorite weird anime. So for the least favorite, I got Chaos Head. I don't know. Think any of you guys have heard of it? Have you?
Chaos.
No,
Chaos.
never.
It's a hard pass.
Well,
hard
it came
no.
out in 2008 or something, and it's apparently based off of a game, which I didn't even know until I had to look up the name of it before this. But so the first paragraph of the plot synopsis is that it's set in 2009 in Shibuya district of Tokyo, where Takayami lives in a cargo crate on top of an apartment building. He discusses a series of murders in his city with an online friend, who then sends him pictures depicting one of these murders. And then later he witnesses a pink-haired girl committing the murder portrayed in the image, and then he runs away from the murder and then ends up running into her at school. That's like the first like 4 episodes of this anime. This anime made no goddamn sense the whole fucking time. You're literally from the first episode to the last episode, just like, what the hell is happening in this?
WTH.
And not in a good way. Not in a good way. So that's my least favorite weird anime. And then on the flip side of that, is that done well, is Angel Beats. I don't know if any of you guys have seen Angel Beats.
Oh, it's my favorite.
Never seen it?
No.
Okay, well that's one of my top. That's my top 5. That's on my top 5 favorite animes of all time list.
Well, we're not doing top 5. I'm just kidding.
No, I'm just saying. But that has a similar thing where, like, until the last few episodes, you have no idea what's going on. But they actually, at the last few episodes, wrap everything up in a way that makes sense. And that's kind of the difference between, like, just weird and then weird that, and then you're like,
you can understand.
oh.
Sure.
So, Angel Beats. You guys should watch it.
Angel Wings?
Beats. Angel Beats.
Wings, got it.
No, that's actually... I haven't really thought about a top 5, but that's got to be, like, up there.
Yeah. No, yeah. On a previous episode that hasn't been aired, we did top 3s. In case you guys can't tell, we're shaking our heads. Yes.
Yeah. It's like I'm pretty sure the mics won't pick that up.
Depends how hard you nod.
All right,
Yeah,
Derrick,
get that now going.
do you have a weird anime you've seen?
It's possible. I've never finished it,
That's fine.
but it had to do with like some sort of mermaid and like shark fish family, whatever. Guy goes into where their whole I guess their dwelling, I guess. I don't know how else to put it, but I just never finished it. But apparently, like, he falls in love with this mermaid fish person. The end.
Cool,
So
you don't know the name of it?
I don't. Otherwise, I can just think of probably a guy falls in love with a robot, I guess. Chobits.
That's like almost all animes.
Well, Chobits, I guess that's slightly weird.
Mm-hmm.
Because there's like that sexual tension to it, but at the same time, it's like it doesn't go past that
Sure.
barrier.
Sure.
It's like always there, but it's just like I gotta remind myself that this is just like a robot at the end of the day. But yeah, I guess that's about it. Like,
Cool, man.
nothing too weird.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I don't watch anime a whole lot, but just random stuff to watch. That was definitely...
I actually have a few weird ones that I've seen. First one I'm going to name isn't as weird as the other ones I'm going to name, but this one's still weird just because, like, one of the characters can start, like, randomly talking to animals, even though, like, this has nothing to do with, like, special powers or anything. It's called High School Rumble. I don't know if any of you guys seen High School Rumble at all.
No, I haven't heard
No,
of it.
it's one of those, like,
no.
lighthearted animes. It was like, oh, the drama's about, like, oh, this guy likes me, I like this guy
Yeah,
back.
like
and
slice of life type stuff.
Yeah, exactly. But, like, randomly, one of the characters is able to talk to animals, and I thought that was weird. Another weird one was Elfin Lead.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah! I forgot about that one. Does that lost some kind of memory?
That one was a weird one to me because the cousin was, like, super into her other cousin.
Yeah.
You know? Like,
Yeah.
that tripped me out. I'm like, that's weird.
You know, another one, like...
She was, like, super jealous of, like, the chick, and then just like, oh no, my cousin's starting to like this girl. And then she was, like, super into her cousin.
Have you seen The Irregular at Magic High School?
I have not.
That's a pretty good anime. It's like 7 out of 10, 6.5.
That's where he's like the only normal person there, right?
No, it's... Well, kind of. But
Yeah, like-
regardless of, like, the actual plot, like, the part about it that's kind of weird is that there's this really weird sexual tension between the brother and the sister.
Yeah.
For the whole anime. And you're just like,
That's,
And once again, you're just describing most elves.
Full on cringe.
that is hot.
But
But like in
The
my
action
opinion,
scenes in that anime though are actually pretty good.
no, like you're literally describing most animes at that point.
Well, okay.
It's like
But
brother
usually,
sister
usually
tension.
they try to hide it. This just
Yeah.
like it's just out there,
Just
and like
in your
other
face.
characters are commenting on it, and like,
it's like, these guys are brother and sister, right?
yeah, that's
It's like,
exactly what
they're
it
still
is.
brother
Yeah,
and
other
sister.
characters are like, wait a minute, they're not dating.
Oh gosh. Okay, and then
Horrible.
the last weird one I'm gonna say is one of my favorite animes actually is Fully Cooley. It's like it's got a weird premise and it's like got a weird whole thing going on,
Yeah.
but it's just a good anime. It's only 6
That,
episodes
like-
long.
Yeah. Then the weird things that they're fighting. This is
Yeah, it's just like I
Oh my
like,
God.
it's like I don't understand what's going on. Like, who is this Mechanica thing going on?
Yeah, it's like, why is this awesome?
But it's still like a really good anime.
Yeah.
It's got all that sexual tension too, but like not between cousins or sisters or brothers.
It doesn't got the incest vibe to it.
I enjoy that a lot less. Sorry. Hard pass.
It's like, oh,
Hard
sorry,
pass.
there's no incest in it.
It's like it's the
It's
incest.
like
that
sexual tension between a boy and a alien. Is that fancy you at all, Derrick?
There's Mass Effect vibes.
Tickle your fancy.
So I've seen this hentai.
There's some Mass Effect vibes to that, but obviously it's not with a boy and an alien, though. That's yeah, you might want to cut this out.
No, I'm not.
He's like, no, actually, that's staying good.
This is gold.
It's all gold.
Mike.
Who's Mike? It's kidding. All right. So, mine's is actually a fairly popular one, which is weird. It's Food Wars.
Food Wars. I've seen parts of that.
I haven't
Yeah,
seen it. I've been
and
meaning
it's like
to.
Yeah, it looks like a good one though.
it's definitely not bad, like a bad anime. But it's just weird. It's like trying to mix a hentai with food and cooking, and just a weird show altogether.
My little brother's been trying to get me into that one.
You said Food Wars?
Yeah, and
Alright, I gotta add that to the list.
yeah. But there's no brother sister action in it. I don't think anyway. I didn't watch it too far into it.
Not yet.
Just so you know, there's no family intimacy in it. If that
I could
turns
be
you
unclear
off.
about that. They
turns you
could,
off.
yeah, something could have happened. There's like multiple seasons. I saw part of one.
There's like
and it's
4
just
seasons, right?
weird. Yeah, I don't know. Like I literally watched part of one and I was just like, yeah, this is
I've
for
only
me.
heard good things.
Yeah, same.
Yeah, same. Like I've literally like only heard people talk very positive about it, but I was just
But
weirded
it's like
out by
so
it.
intense about how intensely they do the food.
Like
That could be cool though.
No, I agree. Like,
That, and you, like-
the few episodes I watched, like with Taylor here, and just like watching him watch it, I'm like, what the fuck is this? This looks cool, but like I don't know if I want to invest my time into like watching people make food intensely. But I might.
Making food and other things.
yeah, it's definitely not
Yeah.
bad.
I guess so.
Making things on top of the food.
Gross. What are you injecting that with?
What are you insinuating, love?
It's one of those. Yeah, it's one of those shows. If you ever hear them like it's made with love, I'm not eating that.
Pass.
Hard pass. Love is not a seasoning I want.
I'll pay you money not to serve me that.
Anyways, any other weird ones?
Well, Fully Cooley was one of mine as well, but
I know. I stole it from you.
yeah. But yeah. Other than that, I haven't watched too many animes. I probably like seen like one or two, and I just like quit on them, and literally that's like 20 minutes of nothing.
Sure. Yeah. Heck yeah, I think that was the least amount we've ever talked about anime.
Yeah. Normally,
Normally this goes on for a minute.
I mean,
Yeah, normally-
if any of you guys had seen Angel Beats, I could go on that show for forever. But I will just give you a slight spoiler warning. That show is very sad at the end.
wait, the show ends?
It's only like 12 episodes, I think.
Oh shit. Okay.
It's a pretty short one.
Yeah.
You know, you're the only other person I know that's seen Noragami.
Noragami's fucking wonderful.
Wasn't that a good show? That was such a good
That
one.
show is fucking great.
But what about Hamtaro?
I've never seen it, though.
What happened to him?
Oh, I
Bro.
ate him.
No, Noragami's excellent.
I'm really sad they didn't do another season.
Yeah.
Because I definitely could have gone. Like, that could have had a huge following if it kept going.
Yeah.
Such a good one.
No, the final fight of the first season?
And then they just, like, they leave it open-ended with that last thing.
Yeah.
I was like, come on, guys.
Now, I think you know this about me at this point, but I have a thing for, like, the hero with the dark past kind of thing. Like,
Yeah.
when any anime that touches on that, I'm probably going to enjoy it.
Rurouni Kenshin? Like,
Yeah. Damn, that's old school, but yeah.
so let's... What do you guys want to do next? Games, movies, music?
I'm pretty sure we all
All
got
of
games
it.
in common. So like
Let's do
literally
all
like
of it. Yes.
All at once? All right.
Yeah.
So this game was a movie, and I know
it had music in it.
The music they were provided for both of them was pretty weird. Just kidding.
Into
so
the
I'm gonna go with
Matrix.
Mario as the RPG maker because that was fucking weird. I'm just kidding. It was weird. It was a shitty movie, and also I'm just kidding.
I fucking forgot about the Mario movie.
The Mario movie
that was blocked out of my memory until just right now.
It's like,
one, though.
how dare you bring this back up?
That was a weird one, though. You know,
It's like in all the scores for the music.
Goombas, my guy.
horrible.
The Goombas in that
Stop
movie.
talking about this. I don't need to remember this.
Yoshi was a velociraptor.
I mean, I
Right?
joke, but
There
I've
are
watched that
there are
movie multiple
certain movies
times.
that should never be mentioned. There's about 3 of them I can think
But-
of. That's one of them.
But seriously, like that movie was pretty weird.
Yeah, it was.
So I guess we're going on movies right now.
Sure. Yeah.
Well, I thought we were doing all three at the
Let's
same
talk
time. I
about
had
it.
that was mine. Mine was like so deep dive. Mario came out with some like just the Mario franchise came out with such weird games. A lot of them great, but some of them just weird.
Yeah, it has weird concepts like
The
the hat thing.
time traveling one.
Oh, dude, have you guys ever seen the Impossible Mario stages?
It's a no.
This
Is that with the Mario Maker?
Yeah, where there's just like impossible levels. It's ridiculous.
I mean, I've seen levels, but like I haven't seen like the impossible levels.
Well, no, it's just like super difficult. That's what I was getting at. I'm not impossible, but
They could be impossible.
I mean,
It's
I
like
think
a
he's just
pass
referring to
rate of, like,
impossible as the level of
0.01.
difficulty.
yeah,
So I bet you can't.
yeah.
Yeah,
Madden's like,
that kind of impossible. Not.
So what's like the clear rate on those levels then? Like less than 1% or
probably like more than likely. I know there's a lot of them, and a lot of people when people make them, it's just ridiculous because it's literally you just dropping in on a level where you gotta like, oh yeah, you might have a floor. It's like what?
So weird movies other than Mario. Mario.
But that was mine. Mine was Mario. What the hell?
No, that's taken off the table now.
That's
Think of a
gross.
new one.
Oh, okay, I got a few.
Um,
Okay, weird movies.
Who wants to go first though?
I think you guys should know that Ian loves watching movies. They are his favorite. That's why he has been talking about them this entire time.
Yeah.
I said it before this started. I'll say it again. I could not tell you the last time I watched a movie. I could not tell you. No, but if we're gonna talk about forbidden movies that are weird, we can
Forbidden.
talk about Dragon Ball.
No, we talked about Dragon Ball last episode.
It's coming back, baby. I'm bringing it back because that movie.
We're not talking about bad movies. We're talking about weird movies.
Yeah, well, it was weirdly bad. Let me.
So that Piccolo wasn't an
badly
alien.
weird.
Why isn't Piccolo an alien?
Just explain any of that movie. Explain any of that movie to me and make it make sense. That's what I thought.
Goku's grandfather died.
You got me.
Who the hell was Roshi in that movie?
Honestly, I don't even remember.
Was there a Roshi in the movie?
I don't
Yeah.
think there was.
Never seen that movie.
Was there?
Yeah.
Don't.
I kind of
Yeah, do you
It's one of
favor.
the worst movies ever made.
Do you favor? Don't.
Is it more atrocious compared to...
It's on par with Avatar.
Yeah, the last
We just had to
Yeah.
bring up the third forbidden movie. We're just talking about all of them today.
It's on par with Avatar. or the Death Note movie from Netflix.
Oh, dude,
What about the
that one
Bleach
was
movie?
good. That one was good.
I haven't
man.
seen the Bleach. I watched half of the Full Metal Alchemist one and then fell asleep on it.
That's sad.
yeah.
That tells you how good that one was. It's like, if you're gonna make an anime into a movie, like a live action movie, you have to not make it so serious.
What are you talking about? The Kenshin one was awesome.
There's a live action Kenshin one.
Yeah.
I haven't seen that one.
It's a 3-part movie. It's actually really good.
Well, see, and that's another thing. You can't just put a whole season into one fucking movie like they do with
They try
every.
to condense 24 hours of content
and,
into 2 hours.
and in Dragon Ball, they combine 8 seasons all into one. And it's just nah.
Let me touch on a little bit from every season.
Let's meet Bulma, Yamcha, the pig, and everything.
Everyone.
And then go into have him not even being a kid. This isn't Dragon Ball. This is sorry. I'm very passionate about how bad they made that movie.
We talk about it every episode.
It's coming back.
It's coming back.
The more you bring it up, the more I want to watch
It's
it.
so bad. Don't watch it.
I mean, I can't think of any way to waste that amount of time that perfectly. You gain nothing. You lose things. You
lose nothing but time in that movie.
not even time. Just your spirit is wounded.
You lose brain cells.
When you watch The Room half a dozen times, it just gets better.
The Room's hilarious. Okay, this is not.
There's a funny kind of bad.
Yeah, The Room is a bad hilarious.
So
Dragon Ball is not bad hilarious.
It's bad.
It just infuriates you.
Could The Room be classified as weird?
Yeah, I would say so.
I would agree.
All
Yeah,
right.
yeah, yeah.
watched.
That's gonna be in my list. That's gonna be in my
Yeah,
list.
I would put that in my list as well. But
It's too late.
Fuck.
You
that's you.
You already did.
That's
You already did it.
that's part of my thing too. I call it dibs.
Otherwise,
You yanked it from me. You can't say it anymore.
That's mine now.
what are you, some sort of night wraith? You just absorbed my movie essence just now.
Did you bring up Witcher 3
Partly.
thing right now?
Yeah.
He, in case nobody knows, he's been playing that for a minute.
The Witcher?
Yeah.
Nice.
Yeah,
Yeah, The Witcher 3, The Wild Hunt.
the Wild
I
Things.
own that game, but still have never played it.
Oh my god. You need to
Apparently
do
it's as good as-
yourself.
I got a couple hours deep, and then
He said he could dive into it as well as he could Skyrim.
Yeah,
I
got
didn't
like
find
30
Geralt.
Sorry?
I didn't find Geralt he didn't pull me into the character.
Yeah, he just kind of takes some time to get used to.
Yeah.
It's like, hey,
I still
there.
want it. I mean, I own it. I bought it for a reason. I will play it eventually. It's
Yeah,
just-
you could easily sink in
Oh, let's do
100
co-op.
hours.
Nothing.
You do co-op.
Co-op?
You want to hold half the controller and I'll hold
No,
the other?
I got the right side, you get the left
You
side.
do the keyboard? I'll do the mouse.
Sure. Push E! Hurry up! Hurry! Oh, sorry, I was looking at my phone. With my spare hand. Sorry.
I'm really trying to think about those top three, so if you guys have one.
No, it's not top three, it's just a weird.
Yeah, it's
you
just
only
a
have to
weird
name
movie.
one if you can. And you named The Room. I enjoyed it. I also enjoyed the mockumentary they made of making the movie.
The
seen
disaster
that one.
artist based on the book
I haven't
as
seen-
well.
haven't
Yeah.
seen that one.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Yeah, that's
I did
coming
not
to
hit
Netflix
I did
this
not.
month. The disaster artist is going to be on Netflix this month.
It already is.
It is?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's hilarious though.
Hilarious.
So that could be the next movie you watch.
Could be. Will it be?
Probably not.
I make no promises.
So, my weirdest movie is definitely maybe.
Asshole.
Can you break it down for us?
Oh,
I've never
yeah.
seen that movie.
I haven't either. I don't think.
Oh, God.
It's in my top threes.
Are you the original idea? No, I'm just kidding.
We've discussed this. That's the only reason why he brought it up. Is because when we were talking with someone, I was like, top threes, definitely maybe. And I showed him right after the podcast. I was like, you're watching this. You're like one of my best friends. You've not seen this movie. You're about to watch this. And I showed him the entire fucking movie. He paid attention to half of it.
Yeah.
Given, but like.
So do you really mean that? Is it a weird movie?
No, not really. It was just he's very predictable.
Pulling my strings.
It was just a very predictable movie. And
Tugging your feeling vibes.
Yeah.
Yeah, he tugs on my feelings all the time.
I can't watch a movie and not like start pulling strings at it and just be like, it's one of those ones where it's like if I can find like pull a string that's gonna pull more strings, I'm gonna do it.
Oh, the Puppet Master.
Puppet Master
Was a weird movie.
Like there's was the fourth one where they were good guys?
Yeah. Dude, and the funny thing
I didn't
is,
even
it's like
think about weird horror movies. That's
that's the first thing that came to mind. Like cosmic horror movies. Like,
weird as hell. Some of them are weird as hell.
Annihilation was weird, but like the best weird it could be. You know?
No, because they that entire the Puppet Master series got away from the knives being enchanted. So because like that's what the whole thing was about, was that the knives were enchanted and these things carved these puppets, and that's what made the puppets move. Is that, and then it got completely went away from that, and it just became about the puppets. And it's just like what?
It's like this isn't the story though.
it's like you're not following the storyline. That and like Hellraiser.
Yeah, that's what just occurred to me when you guys said Puppet Master. I was like, Hellraiser.
Hellraiser
like
is a weird one.
That just
Yeah.
popped back
That's
into my
also
brain.
another cosmic horror one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Recently, I've been getting into a lot of cosmic horror. If I'm being honest, like I've been researching it. I'm like, oh look, Cthulhu.
Oh.
What about
Wow, weird.
the Lawnmower Man? That was flipping weird. I don't know if you guys ever watched that.
No.
No, haven't seen that one.
Oh, ridiculous! It's about a guy who wasn't very smart to begin with. Like literally, he's a dude that used to just mow people's lawns because he wasn't intelligent. But some agency decided, hey, we can give you all this money to test on you, and then he became a test subject. And they literally started hooking him up.
Quick
to
question:
Yeah.
Did the beer just squirt on you?
No, there's like little pieces of like
Gross.
this on it. I don't know if it's wax or.
That is weird. I just saw like I was like
No.
it was really confused.
No, I'm like peeling off.
It's like that didn't look like liquid.
Yeah, I don't know if I want to drink this. No, I'm stressed out. But the
Just
Lawnmower
had to
Man was
say.
the entire premise of it was a guy was not intelligent at all, but they ended up wanting to, and apparently this is a thing that really happened in the 80s. But they hooked him up to a computer, and he started learning through the computer. And then he became so smart that he actually started integrating with their software as a human, both in the physical world and the digital world. And he just became like a supervillain super quickly.
That's a movie I've been wanting to watch. I just haven't.
Lawnmower Man.
Yeah. I'm just going to say this right now.
That's an
Just to
interesting name
say
for
the term weird, it could be very
Yeah.
Actually, I would say
generalized and trivial, so it's really hard to pinpoint.
It's very based on everyone else's perspective, and that's why I didn't
Oh
want
my
to. That's
God.
why I didn't want to pin it down.
Star Wars is so weird. Like,
I mean, Star Wars can be weird.
There's like walking bears.
Walking teddy bears.
like I went to.
They throw rocks and wand.
So wait, do you guys do?
Yeah, they still know how to drive a speeder bike.
Laser beam
It's like, how do you understand speeder bikes? You're only throwing rocks
How
and
do they
sticks.
understand what that bear is saying?
How can this old dude in a bathrobe be so strong? Like, I saw my grandpa the other day, and he could barely walk to the restroom.
Greatest freaking joke that was made by like Robot Chicken. He's like, he's got that stupid torso light bright.
So
Hilarious.
I haven't named a weird one
The
yet.
hell's an Illuminant Falcon?
Oh my
No,
god.
you just piggybacked off of other
teenagers
people.
I know, yeah, that's why I do this entire time. Everyone go first, and then I go.
And then you're like, I got it now. Dude.
You named enough good ones, but like it reminded me of this
I got
weird
the
one.
secret hidden one that you guys just reminded me of.
But I don't this time. You guys named a lot of good ones.
So this
Storm
one's more awesome. It's just weird in the sense of the movie, but the Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy.
Hitchhiker's
it's like,
Guide is a weird one.
Yeah.
But it's a good weird.
yeah, it's a good weird.
The story's told well, man.
Goddamn 42, man.
What's the answer to life? 42.
I still use that to this day.
Like, what?
What? 42.
42. Don't forget to bring a towel with you.
Nah, that's just too related to like South Park nowadays.
But it
Don't
was before.
forget your
Don't forget the towel.
Oh, toweling? You guys
Sometimes.
talking about South Park, right?
It's like, why did we all stop for that?
I wanted to come up with like a, like something smart and witty, but I couldn't because I'm not smart and witty.
Oh, you're going
I mean,
swimming,
you
huh?
still haven't come up with your
forget your towel.
Yeah, you still haven't come up with a movie yet. I'm over here throwing out
I thought
weird
I
ass
was
movies.
going to have problems.
Have you guys seen Event Horizon?
Oh, yeah, dude. That was one of the first horror movies I ever saw.
Event Horizon.
I saw it when I was 5.
Survival horror though, not just horror movie. Survival
That
horror.
one, I find that one to be one of the weirdest movies I've ever seen.
Yeah. I mean, like I said, I was literally 5 when I saw this.
No,
That shit gave me nightmares. I was like, what the fuck?
this is the best one. I
That was
got
the first rated R movie I ever watched.
Oh yeah, interesting.
the best one. Shazam.
You're talking about the towels?
No.
That's a ShamWow. Apologies.
Yeah, that's ShamWow.
I don't know why I perfectly knew what you were talking about.
No, I knew too, and I was like, I was trying to come up with it, and I was like, fucking, it's like, how do you dare you dishonor Billy Mays like that? But it was the other dude.
The guy who supposedly beat up a prostitute.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. I forgot about that.
So, are you talking about the DC?
Movie?
Yeah. The
Shazam?
character?
No, the fucking one with the what do you call it?
Is that where he was a genie?
With Shaquille O'Neal, yeah. Being the genie.
Oh, my God. I didn't even remember that.
Like, I mean, we're talking about weird movies.
You remember that one where he was a superhero? And he like made a like metal
Oh,
armor and shit?
yeah.
What is that one called?
High Power or something like that.
That was a weird one.
I don't recall that one.
You know? Space Jam was a weird movie.
Not any weirder than like a regular cartoon, though.
Yeah.
It was tolerable. It wasn't that wacky, alright? It wasn't like Who Framed Roger Rabbit.
You know, that movie came to mind too, as well as you guys talking. But
I mean, you say that, but you still haven't named one.
You still haven't given a movie.
Event Horizon.
Oh,
I named one.
all right. I'll allow it.
How was that weird?
It is weird.
It was weird. It's like
I don't
it's
know
a
what
portal
it's
to
about.
hell opening up on a spaceship.
I didn't understand most of it. But then again, I watched it when I was 10, so...
Okay, I'll
Fair
just
enough.
say this. Baby Boy was a weird movie.
K-Pax. You guys ever watch K-Pax?
Why would that come up right now?
That's a weird movie. He ate a whole banana.
He just bit into it.
He ate the skin and everything.
So we're not talking about
Still cracks me up.
talking about the actor.
No, we're
There's
talking
a
about the movie.
called K-Pax.
Yeah, with
Yeah.
Kevin Spacey in it.
Yeah.
You know that's where they came up with the.
K-Pax was in K-Pax?
Yeah, he was.
Shit. That just blew my mind.
You know, there was a show that like kind of developed off that premise, which was Kyle XY, which was so weird.
Okay.
I feel like I also brought up the movie Annihilation, too. So, I came up with 2.
Annihilation?
One.
Oh, Annihilation was weird.
Annihilation was weird. You probably haven't seen it because you haven't seen the movie in a decade.
Yeah.
So,
Oh, dude, that bear with the screaming lady's voice, that just
Right,
creeped me the
that
fuck
was-
out.
that
That
was-
was
Spoilers.
scariest part. It's been out for 4 years.
More than that.
Yeah, I've definitely not seen it then.
It's no
He hasn't
spoilers.
seen
I don't care. He's
it.
not gonna watch it.
True. You're not wrong. You're not.
But it is.
We haven't piqued his interest yet.
He's not gonna watch it.
I haven't watched movies that have piqued my interest.
But I was talking to my older brother about it the other day, and I was just like, Annihilation has the same premise as that movie Evolution, that's based in Page, Arizona.
LOL.
Okay.
And we were just saying, like, the screenwriter was watching Evolution one day and just like, but for real though.
He's like, I can expand on that.
but for real though.
But bro, for real though?
For real though, like, what if this was an actual thing? Because that's the basic premise of Evolution is the same premise as Annihilation.
Mm-hmm.
And I just thought that was like
Yeah,
the
but
most
in
latest
Annihilation, they're given an option at the end.
thing. Well, yeah, but like it's the same premise.
Yeah.
I didn't say it's the same outcome.
Yeah.
I think I already named my 3, but I forgot what I
We don't
said.
have to name 3.
Yeah. We're just naming some of the weird movies. And obviously Dragon Ball was on top
Otherwise,
of
we
that.
could just talk about movies for the whole hour.
So it goes like Dragon Ball, definitely maybe.
Asshole.
Stop breaking out.
I was fucking around.
Okay. So let's continue the train. Let's roll into games.
What? What's a game?
Games?
So,
What's
I don't know if you
that?
guys heard of this game, but this game's weird as hell. It's called a Ouija.
I've had weird experiences with that.
Oh, God.
Is there a pin?
A pen?
Oh.
A pin.
Yeah, I need to make a note of something. I just need a pen real quickly.
I had a pencil.
There's 2 pens right there.
Oh, that's right here.
Hey teacher, I brought my pencil. Give me something to write on.
Oh, I found a pencil.
Oh, you guys didn't get the reference?
No.
Are you kidding me?
Van Halen, man. Hockey teacher.
Thank you. I brought my pencil. Give me something to write on, man. So,
Yeah.
fun fact, that whole intro was actually like a Harley Davidson motorcycle. Just when the engine's
Yeah.
humming and then they add in the drum beat. It's pretty cool.
Huh.
Yeah, just the way they mixed it in.
It's really fucking dope. Because I like that drum intro to that song.
It was good.
Anyway, sorry.
Yeah.
It
It was good. It was good.
Okay.
Since we're keeping it 80s themed, I guess. Or
Are we?
No,
No, not really.
anymore.
I had 2 80s movies, but you know what I mean? I mean, definitely maybe still sucks. Just kidding.
Your opinion means nothing to me.
Oh my god.
So how's it always come back to that?
Because you keep bringing it back.
Oh, it's-
Top favorite video games. Yeah, definitely maybe sucked.
number 5.
Number 5.
God.
Fucking chills.
Uh,
So, Derek, what's the weirdest game you've ever played?
Weirdest video game, Mount Your Friends. That's a
I
pretty
can see
weird
that.
game.
I can see that.
I don't know that one.
Me either.
It's a pretty fun game, honestly. Like it's I would say it's a pretty fun party game. But yeah, it's just the whole constant swaying schlongy dingy dongs as your
Are you just adding words into that, or
No, he means that. He meant every word he just
or
said.
those terms used in the game?
The whole objective of the game is you keep building up on this towering body of muscly dudes, basically bodybuilders. I could say for your physique, but yeah, there was you just keep building it up, and then if you don't manage to reach the next desired height, then you lose. And you only have a certain amount of time. And then, you gotta switch between, like, I don't know, like A, B, or X or whatever. And then to have your grip, and then you switch it over, and then you grab the next part, and then you just keep building it up. And then, if you fuck it up, then you fall all the way back down, and it's a pain in the ass. But it's really fun.
You
So
played
that's
this
a weird game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And so, yeah, I mean, he basically said it. It's just like you're controlling this little dude, and each one of your buttons controls each one of his limbs, and you have to try to climb up on top of the last person and build higher and higher.
I'm gonna wreck it.
God, what's wrong with you?
That's all I picture is this guy climbing a building, but they're not buildings.
No, it's
they're
people. It's like it's
but they're
like
people.
the previous people. Like you're building a tower of people essentially.
Well, if you wanted to wreck it, you could.
I'm gonna wreck it.
If you wanted to get it, you could, dude. I'll just leave that open to interpretation.
Okay, I'm gonna go with a
Pause.
weird one. You guys ever play Serious Sam?
Yeah.
No.
That was
No.
a pretty
What is
fucking
that?
weird game. I feel like it's like a Duke Nukem, but less
Nukem.
serious.
Let's nuke 'em.
less serious, which is like saying a lot because Duke Nukem wasn't that serious at all. But Serious Sam like dropped it to a whole new low. but it was pretty fucking weird for me.
Fair. Very fair.
I'm pretty sure I could come up with another one. Just people keep talking though.
Yeah. I think the one I got is like, it was weird when it came out, but it was like Katamari Damacy. I don't know if you guys ever played that.
What'd you call me?
Oh god, might have ruined that. But no, it was a game where you literally like start out as a little alien on the
Yeah.
planet, and you like literally just like pushing and rolling a ball, and you like start picking up random things, and you start making this giant, massive sphere.
You guys aren't aware of Katamari?
It's a weird game,
I mean, that sounded
Calamari?
familiar, but
Yeah.
the name
Just
doesn't
kidding.
sound familiar.
but it's just this little alien rolling a ball that literally starts to pick up things,
The
and once
fucking,
you
like, what was it? The Cosmo King or whatever?
yeah, and
Basically,
then,
your quote-unquote dad.
yeah,
Daddy.
Sure.
but you're just building like
Galaxy Zaddy.
zaddy. But that was the entire premise of the game, was just literally like rolling a stupid ball until you made a giant ball that.
I've never played that game. I've always wanted to play it. But I think it would be a great Let's Play series to
Oh
get
yeah,
into that shit.
Oh yeah, in case
Definitely.
we haven't mentioned this time around, Derrick also does a podcast called Bros N Brews, and here's this shameless plug I'm putting him in for. But yeah, Bros N Brews, check it out. They're like close to 100 episodes now. And then Ian has his YouTube / Twitch stream, The Elite Scrub. Check that out as well. It's pretty fucking dope.
Yeah, and I'm a huge fan.
Derrick's a huge fan, so then you should be too.
Bros and Brews approved. So better
After Hours approved.
check mark that, fans.
I have to put that in the description.
yeah.
Subscribe and then click the bell.
Yes.
Like, whoa.
All right, I feel like we're going a little far.
Yeah, whoa.
a little far with this now.
Smash that like button
God,
if you're cool.
it's not
you'll
enough
do
to
it.
subscribe anymore.
No, it's not.
Everybody's doing it.
You should too.
Go through all his videos and like them.
I'm not saying succumb to peer pressure, but just do it.
There's only like
Because
3
you
of them.
gotta.
It's not that hard.
It literally, you brew a cup of coffee, and then you go over, and then you just click all the clickety clicks.
And then by the time you're done, you'll have your coffee.
you have your cup of coffee, and you have all this good content to enjoy. Otherwise, if you fucked up on the coffee, then you can just repeat all those steps again.
Exactly. Exactly.
What?
God.
No one here is Zach, you're right.
Doesn't matter.
Zach is gone. Token.
Do you have a weird game?
Well, I didn't, but along the same line, I'm going to pull a you. Along the same lines of what you had, there's Postal. If you,
I played
Oh,
that. I
Postal
played
was
that.
amazing.
And then there's also like the Saints Row games.
Saints Row was pretty weird.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
They just
It was-
came
it was
out
a-
with a remaster.
Yeah, I know.
It felt like a knockoff GTA.
In a way,
Definitely the
but then it
first
started to get
one.
like weirder.
The first few were like a knockoff GTA,
And then it started, like,
then it,
just get out.
it had its own world and everything. Yeah, no, yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
Like all my quote unquote gangster friends played Saints Row. You know,
I don't get
they
it.
had
God.
they had the baggy pants. They had like the baggy shirts. Like, oh, this is my favorite game.
I think the only thing
No.
that I found entertaining about that game was he was like slapping people with a giant dildo. It's like, why?
No, but
Those games definitely got progressively weirder.
Yeah.
The first one to the fourth
but
one.
on the real side, all the people I knew who were juggalos loved that game.
I don't know why you had to say that.
Yeah, why are you calling out the juggalos?
He's like, I don't mean anything by it, but
It's just the truth that I know.
Hey, man, it's family.
It's just the truth that I know.
It's family, man. You can't do that.
Homies.
It's family. You're losing homie respect right now. Okay.
I don't know about all that.
Hashtag Fago.
It's sponsored by Fago. Who the hell? I think it was like somebody has a song that's called Blue Fago.
Not
And
a
it's
clue.
not it's a rap artist. And it's not even a fucking like juggalo.
No
Somebody
clue.
talks about Blue Fago, and I completely forget what it is.
Oh, what? Are we already on our last subject? That was pretty quick.
What music? Musica?
No,
yeah,
it's,
but we still haven't done a random
it's
either.
random. Just kidding. No, yeah, it's music. What is that?
It's vodka, son.
Oh, it's that vodka that was made by the Ghostbusters guy.
Dan Aykroyd.
Yeah, is that right? Am I right? I was right. I only remember it from the one time we watched that one TV show together. It's not really a TV show. It's a YouTube where they judge movies really harshly.
Well, no, there was also that one video where he was supposed to do that whole show about aliens, but then like the Men in Black were outside by the studio, and they told him like you can't do the show,
Like actual
And
Men
the-
in Black?
yeah, and then the media production company, they're like, yeah, the show's canceled. And this is when they were doing their pilot.
Nobody can hear you talking,
Well,
Derek.
Yeah, nobody can hear you talking about this right now. But like,
So repeat what you said.
Okay, so I've covered this before on the podcast of Bros N Brews, but what I have in my hand right now is Crystal Skull vodka. Dan
Are you,
Aykroyd.
it's Ian.
Oh, I thought you wanted some of this.
Ian, take some of this vodka that he has.
Ciroc. It's gonna just go like that.
I mean, that's why he brought
do you
it. That's why he
usually
brought it
like
out.
to do shots of this stuff, or you
he-
like
he-
to mix it?
He brought it out just for you.
I mean, I'm more of a mix usually.
That's still like, I still think about that to this day. About him just be like Ciroc.
Ciroc. So he'll have the fucking Zach, dude.
Dude, we should send him the podcast. Just be like, dude, listen to this. I mean,
Oh, you can just sip on this.
ugh.
I don't have an extra glass to pour that into anything into because I want some too. I'm about to go grab an extra glass. Let's take a break.
Yeah, time cut.
You guys want to take a break real quick? Before
Yeah, because I got to take a piss. I had to take a piss
so
anyway.
so do I. Okay, we're taking a break.
So maybe you can leave this part in, but yeah, so this is basically the Crystal Skull vodka. Dan Aykroyd was a part of the whole branding and possible creation. But there was a point to where Dan Aykroyd was starting up this whole TV series about just extraterrestrial encounters and such, UFOs. But when he was taking a break during the shooting of the pilot episode, I guess the Men in Black actually arrived to the studio and they told him, like, yeah, you can't air this at all, or otherwise, I guess some obscure threats and whatnot were made. And then as soon as he went back into the studio, the media production company told him that, yeah, we're going to have to cancel this first episode. So it never aired, and that's just a little tidbit right there, if it's true or not. I mean, it's something not to take lightly. I mean, I do believe that there is a Men in Black. I do believe in extraterrestrials as well. I think it would probably make more sense to believe in aliens rather than ghosts. But at the same time, there could be ghost aliens. We should not deviate that from the equation.
So what's your thoughts on like a ghost Men in Black? That'd be weird.
Dude.
It's like double secret.
That's where you call in a Witcher.
It's like level. Oh my god.
That's where you call in. That's
Did we
where
just-
Geralt of Rivia, you call him in. Do a Zoom conference.
But I don't have any coin. Jesus.
I don't have any crowns, bro.
Exactly. Just fucking. It's like I offer this. Oh my god.
It has been said. Or,
You know what that bottle reminds me of? It reminds me of the Crystal Skull.
right? Yup, the best one.
I mean-
out of all the Indiana Jones.
Exactly.
series.
Like Indiana
The best
Jones was
one.
nothing without the Crystal Skull.
Shia LaBeouf.
Shia LaBeouf. Bro.
Vodka, what was that clear?
I mean, it's a clear alcohol.
It says
Just make sure it's not the Everclear.
it's gonna help you clear your mind, man.
Yeah. Right now you're drinking the
So,
finest
I don't know if you
of
wanna keep this in
Crystal
your
Skull
but,
fluid.
yeah,
Just kidding.
You're going back to the microphone now.
Are we doing the ASMR part?
Oh, wait. No, I have the headphones on.
Right? ASMR.
Oh, yeah.
I really like these because these arms that we got, because they're very handy. You know, like wherever you want the fucking
like
mic.
a notebook.
Wait. Was that a pun? Did you just say arms are handy?
I mean, I didn't mean the pun, but I guess we got the pun. You know.
Oh, I was going to say handy
arms-
dandy like a notebook.
These arms are pretty handy.
So I've never seen the notebook.
Yes, I have. I've seen it a couple
Hey,
times.
I've
Ian,
never
do
seen
you
the
think-
notebook.
Do you think arms are handy?
Arms are handy.
So I just brought up the fact that it's like, oh, I think, like, I'm really glad I got these arms because they're really handy. It's like, was that a pun? I'm like, not intentionally, but. So do you think arms are handy?
Yes, microphone boom arms are in fact handy.
It's hilarious though.
Are we back?
Kinda.
Just touching
Sure.
on this vodka again for a second. Have you ever had Belvedere?
Yes.
Because that's what it reminds me of. Like, in terms of
Belvedere,
flavor
that's
profile.
the popcorn, right?
No.
That's the hot.
That's
hot-
Orville Redenbacher. You jackass.
Belvedere, that's the milk chocolate.
No.
You think of Godiva now? It's good.
No, it's Velvedere. Is that right?
Oh, I think that is
Velveteen?
a chocolate. I think
Velveeta?
Belvedere is a chocolate.
It's a.
But no, Belvedere. It's one of the top shelf vodkas.
Really?
Like a little bit of Grey Goose.
It's like, yeah, they're like Grey Goose, Ciroc, and Belvedere are usually like, those are the three that people think of when they think top shelf.
Huh.
And it reminds me of that in terms of its flavor profile.
Ha 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 ha.
I don't know how to
Well,
describe that flavor
I'm
profile to
sorry.
you, but
I'm
like
sorry,
that's what like
then.
it tastes like to me.
So do you like it then? Or is
This
it
vodka's
okay?
not bad. It's very smooth, actually.
It's smooth.
It's smoother than most vodkas I've ever drank. Than any other vodka I ever drank.
Then
Straight.
don't drink Belvedere because that tastes like water. Might as well be drinking water.
But
I mean,
I only say that because I got super hammered off like my friend when he turned 21.
I only purchased this vodka because I knew you were going to be on the podcast.
But
Did you really?
No, not really.
I didn't.
I'm like,
Good.
there was never going to be a fact of him being on this podcast at all.
Yeah, I was like, I feel like that wasn't
Here, have
decided
some.
until like
Oh.
literally.
I was wondering why you were holding it like that. You're holding it like a goblet, and I thought you were just like resting your hand like this, I was
Like a badass. Like,
And I was like, okay. I was like, that's one way to hold the cup.
motherfucker, have some. I'm holding it out to you. I'm like,
I could just see.
No, like I thought you were just doing this, and I was like, okay, cool. I was like, I don't mind. You just mind being in personal spaces.
I don't, but me and Ian used to work together. He went to the restroom one time. I'm like, oh, I got to use the restroom too.
Yeah, whatever happened to Christopher Walken?
And then we can talk about it in a second. He went to the restroom. He was taking a piss. I needed to take a piss at the same time.
Right next to
Right
him.
next to him.
Who does this?
Was that you? I'm pretty sure that was you.
That was me.
That was
because
him.
at first, I like gave you the side glance of like,
Who the fuck?
and I was like, what the fuck? When I saw it was you, I was like, what are you doing?
That shit was hilarious.
I was like, there's all these urinals right here.
There's at least 3 more urinals to the side of that.
He picked the one right next to him.
But that's
That's actually got like a real sweetness to it. It's interesting.
in terms of the vodka, not me.
Yeah, so
Yeah, we're not talking about your urine. Jesus Christ.
No, we're not talking about me standing right next to Damien taking a piss.
yeah, that's got a real sweetness to it.
Yeah, there's some real sweetness there.
Aw.
Yeah, sweet taste of pee-pee.
Goddamn.
I'm referring to the Dead
By the way,
Rising series.
urinals never wear sandals.
God.
Never wear sandals at a urinal.
At least have socks on.
No, that's even worse. 'Cause it just sticks there. Oh my god.
I can honestly say I've never had the unfortunate situation.
Makes me want to wear sandals now.
I mean, the moment you go take a piss at a urinal, ruined.
Top 10 sandals that men should wear for COVID-19 summertime.
I honestly hate sandals.
Same.
You hate sandals, Jamaica?
The main
Sandals Jamaica.
I don't get the reference. I'm not like
It's a
I get
it's
it.
a resort.
Be a resort if they're
Yeah.
still around.
I mean, there's quite a few of them. So yeah,
there's a reason I despise sandals though. There was one time when I was spending the summer at my aunt's house in Kaibito.
and somebody peed on your feet.
And there are motherfucking bullheads everywhere in Kaibito. And every time I wore sandals, they'd get in my sandals.
Yeah,
You know, and that's just like not fucking fun.
Yeah.
I don't be walking around with fucking. I don't want to walk around and just find fucking bullheads in my fucking feet.
yeah.
That's just not.
What are
a
you
fun
talking
time.
about? Are like thorns from a bush that
In case
literally
you don't
fall
know what
off.
bullheads are, I don't
Yeah.
know. I don't know. Like,
Yeah.
look it up.
Yeah,
Google it.
Google it.
But no, yeah,
They hurt.
Otherwise, how are you
And
listening to
that's
this
when I
podcast?
realized sandals are useless. Like, fuck them. Like, if they're gonna allow this shit in my feet, like,
Zero protection.
no use in having. Just wear fucking shoes.
Wear shoes are dope.
Okay, well, I've never owned a pair of Crocs, but when I get to that, I'll let you know.
Bro, that's like the household version of shoe. It's Crocs.
I'll wear slippers. You know, like around the
Right,
house.
yeah.
Those are fine, but I'm never bringing those outside.
What? Why not? Not even just check the mail?
No, I walk out in bare feet, checking the mail.
Damn.
Walk through the grass.
I'm gonna step
Oh,
away.
what
for a
grass?
moment.
You're right. You're right. It's all weeds. Anyways, we're back.
Yeah, at some point we gotta be
After
back.
At some point.
We're back. We're back. We're on our last subject, I think.
last two subjects.
Before
'Cause
we
we
get
still
to the
haven't
random,
done a random.
Before we get to the random, I was about to say, let me talk. Let me talk.
Oh yeah, ASMR.
We're on music.
Where?
Nowhere.
Okay.
Check the freezer.
It's on the bottom. It's in the drawer.
But check the freezer.
Just kidding. It's in the fridge.
It's on the bottom.
Why am I
No,
still
but check
talking? Why am I still talking to the
But
mic?
check the freezer.
Just
But check the freezer.
Check the fridge. Check the fridge.
But check the freezer.
At the bottom, in my drawer.
But check the freezer.
But
There should be 2 jugs of these.
there
One of
are.
them's in the freezer. I
There
think.
are. The other two are on like the fridge, the stove.
Yeah,
Those
they're
are,
behind the
those
pizza
are the
boxes.
two that are being
Chilled right now.
chilled.
Yeah, chills.
Because there's not enough room to chill everything, Derrick.
Damn, he really got you there.
You know me, when I get drunk, I get passionate. Is what I would call it.
Just like the
Yeah.
arms being handy. It's the best part. That's the best thing ever. These arms are handy.
Motherfucker, like,
That's my secret. Is I'm always willing to yell at people. I'm always ready to yell at somebody.
But Ian, I hear you love puns. Arms being handy.
See, the thing is, that doesn't bug me because Ryan already explained to me what he actually meant, and it wasn't actually a pun.
Yeah.
So that doesn't quite hit that spot where.
so we're walking up to your place, right? And then Derrick's like, what if he's angry? Like, that's a secret to Ian. He's always angry. Which isn't wrong.
You know? I can't disagree.
So now he's a damn superhero, huh?
He's like, what if he's angry? Like,
If depression was a superpower. If depression was a superpower.
What? Isn't that Raven?
oh, okay, yeah. I mean, I'm wrong.
So what you're saying is I should control my depression so that I can use it as a force to act upon the world.
Exactly.
Yeah.
You just gotta carry every situation.
To be honest, I feel like that's most people. But I forgot what I was gonna say. That's fine.
No,
I
Carrie.
don't know, we were
Carrie,
trying to-
great movie.
We were trying to go towards music.
Yeah, music at some
Right?
point. Weirdest music.
Trying to.
Does world music count? You know what I'm saying?
No.
No,
Does what music count?
World music. What is that? What it's called? What is it called?
World Star? I'm just kidding.
World
Star.
World Star.
There's like people yelling it out as they're like filming. Like, let's go on World
World
Star.
Star.
Oh god,
But no.
that is some weird ass music if you consider it music.
People sing World Star like
Somebody just go, World Star.
Is this even music? So, do you even like art? Do you like art?
Let's just film.
So you don't like art?
That is art, man. We're gonna film tragedy and yell at the top of our top of our lungs. Is that not art? Expressionism in its true form. I'm just kidding.
I mean, it can be.
Oh god! Just murder people's intelligence with that statement.
Music.
I'm lost now.
Do we want to go with a genre, or do we want to go with like song, artist?
I mean, wouldn't it be like a song or an artist?
I mean, we've done genres
You tell
before.
me.
We've done genres
You
before.
tell me. No, I'm just kidding.
We've done genres before, like top 3 genres. We've done that was one we done. But
I feel like weirdest genre.
I would just say go with weird song.
Yeah, I feel like weirdest genre is too broad.
okay. Weirdest song.
I mean, I'll go first 'cause
Sure,
this one's
sure.
hilarious.
Sure.
The Coney 2012 song, which was flipping hilarious
Was
about
there- was there a
about
Coney
Uganda. Literally a 14-minute song about how there was injustice in Uganda. Obviously, the message is like great, but it's like. If you ever watch the music video to it, it's horrible.
Is
The
that
music
one
video is horrible. The actual music doesn't start for like, I think it's like
is
4 or 5
Is
minutes.
that when the Ugandan Knuckles came about?
No, way
That is
before
not
that.
what you got in
Oh my god.
Man,
You're
Uganda
mixing
just
up your memes there. Cody 2012 was way before Uganda Knuckles.
Obviously, this was a joke.
but Uganda be catching that smoke, man. It's just like, oh
This is the way.
Do you know?
no, this was not the
Do,
way.
no, yeah. Do you know the way? That's
You know
what.
the way.
That's
But this is the way is Mandalorian.
that's
Yeah,
not appropriate.
this is the way.
Do you know the
It's
way?
a good meme. I don't know if you guys got to watch it at some point. Maybe we'll watch it after this, but it's flipping horrible.
We can watch it after this. Sure.
No.
I'm scared.
I don't know the 2012 song.
Oh well, it's literally like his like I don't know if you guys know about it, right? The whole that whole movement.
Yeah.
Yeah,
no,
okay,
but-
okay.
no,
Yeah.
I was in college at the time. Of course, I know the movement.
So no, okay. So I was
Dude, we're still fighting that battle, right? Hashtag Coney 20.
I mean,
2020. We've been fighting vigilantly for 8 years.
no. The funny thing is like
We're
I called it.
gonna win.
I called it from the start of that movement. It was like, oh, you don't care? I was like, I do care. It's like, but people die around the world all the time, and if it's not him, it's going to be somebody else that's doing this. So you're not. I mean, you're removing a name. That's all you're really doing, truly. But the idea behind it was like, hey, yeah, we got to help. And I was like, okay, cool. We all want to help.
I think I watched.
And then there's like, and then it becomes this whole argument about how. And then this guy's like, yeah, well, if you just give me money, I'll figure it out. And then he's like, everybody gave him money. And he never figured it out.
No, he didn't. And I actually watched a whole documentary about like what happened with that money, and it was like that money went nowhere. he kept half of it at least.
He became famous off of it. He literally tried that with like 3 other things too.
Yeah. He came back and was like, "Oh, let's do this now." I'm like, but what about Coney?
Yeah. He's like, no, I already made my money off that. It was time to move on to the next crisis.
Damn, he really could have made Fire Festival a real thing.
He probably could.
I mean, he wouldn't have made money off making the documentary of Fire Festival. That's the guy that,
Yeah.
that's the guy
Yeah.
that would have been the. See, because he's actually the successful part because he actually made money and
then-
did nothing.
Yeah. Anyways, you got a weird music song you've ever heard, Derrick?
Weird music. I probably gotta go with just with Wesley Willis. He did the song Rock and Roll McDonald's.
Oh,
Rock and Roll McDonald's.
Never heard it. I gotta hear this.
Rock and roll McDonald's.
McDonald's, they serve Big Macs. They'll make you fat.
Yeah, I'm familiar.
Otherwise,
One could say I'm familiar.
I am not.
another song called Batman Kicked My Ass, I think.
Rock and roll McDonald's.
We gotta listen. All right, we gotta listen to that
You
one.
gotta listen to that one
Rock and
too.
roll McDonald's.
It sounds great.
It's great.
Yeah, he was a schizophrenic, and I believe he passed away.
Oh,
Yeah, it was a couple years
But
back. I believe.
yeah, he's got some interesting music, like "Suck a Cheetah's Dick."
is that a song? Huh.
I think it was called "Suck or Lick a Cheetah's Dick."
Who the hell did the What Does a Fox Say?
What does a fox say?
Oh my god, is that your
Dude.
weird song?
Ding, 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 ding.
Please stop. Please stop.
That was a good one.
That was a good one.
There was a time when my nephew was learning the sounds animals made, right? And I was like, "What? How's the dinosaur sound?" He's like, "Roar." How does a cat go? Meow. What does a fox say? And he just got quiet. He's like, I don't fucking know. Like his face was like confused. Like there's foxes say things.
Silver foxes.
Oh,
Just kidding.
oh my god.
Why would you bring up a silver fox?
The show with Tillman is over.
Yeah, where's the Steve Austin brew, dude? That stuff was great.
Power bottoms.
Whoa. We're talking about songs here.
Hey, you said the podcast with Tillman.
It's over.
It's over. Kaput.
Okay, sorry. I mean, silver foxes, that could apply to the female as well, right?
Is that just a cougar?
Well, I guess so.
I mean, that's the equivalent.
Anyways,
So, yeah.
Hey, right. Hey,
Next
wait,
song.
having a conversation.
past that. Weird song, Ian.
I don't have one ready, but I'm just gonna go with the one I just showed you guys earlier because it's weird / good, and it makes me laugh every time I think about it. So, the song is "Some Say" by, I don't know how to say her name, N-E-A.
Nia.
Nia, I'm assuming.
Nia.
But it's basically like it's a love song to the melody of "Blue" by by Eiffels.
Oh, is that what that was?
Yes. yes.
Like when I was like, I was ordering the pizza at the time, and I was like,
Right.
why is the melody of Blue playing and somebody's singing over it?
I'm blue, down but be down but die.
Yo, listen up, all this shit is blue, and I'm also blue, and all this other shit is blue. So listen.
There was that in
That's
the
a good
Discovery
song.
Channel.
I'm not gonna lie.
I mean, that,
No, I agree.
That's a guilty
That's why I
pleasure.
said
that was a bop. You know?
Yeah.
When you went to middle school dances, like, fuck yeah.
I'm blue. It was like,
Yeah, no, everybody's jamming out.
It's
So
like,
that's
oh,
why.
dude,
if you
push him into the circle.
if you didn't try doing the robot to that song at all in your life, like who are you?
It's like, are you living?
Are you even?
Why
Are you
even-
even alive?
Why even bother, dude? Just take the VR goggles off already. You're not even gonna try.
So I'm gonna go with a band entirely, an entire band. That
I just realized you went last again.
It's what I do. It's what
You got to think about this
This is
stuff.
how I win.
I just let it happen too.
like when I do these things, like when I have these podcasts, I come up with the idea and I think like, so okay, cool. I came up with that idea and think about it no more until the podcast happens. I'm like, oh shit, I gotta actually have like,
Okay,
answers
I'm
to
gonna take
these.
his, okay,
Answers
he's
to
gonna
these.
spark something. He's gonna spark.
But there's this band called Coco Rosie, which is a pretty fucking weird band. And I feel like my sister explained the genre that they sing best, which is hippie demonic music.
Holy shit.
Oh wait, didn't you show me a song by them? Now that I'm thinking about it.
I mean, they have good songs. It's just they're weird. Like, I enjoy their music. I really do. It's
Hippie
just-
demonic music. That's amazing.
yeah, I will show you. I'll show you. These are things we're going to show each other. After,
we got to
after
see this
the
stuff after the
podcast.
fight.
Like, obviously. But hippie demonic music, yes. And that's the best way to explain them. And, yeah. Their most famous song, I think, is Werewolf.
Not a real song, by the way. Just kidding.
It's natural. It is, though.
It's like
Is it
Oh, God.
possible to throw in one more weird song?
Yeah, do it, man.
No.
Oh, shit.
we're done. We're moving on.
We're done. We're going to the random.
Okay, alright.
I'm just kidding. Go ahead, Derrick.
Yeah, still
Do
don't
it.
know what the random is, though.
Because I gotta go to the bathroom soon, but I just want to throw in Godsmack's song Voodoo.
Yeah.
I am not the one who's so far away when I feel the snake bite into my veins.
That song makes less sense when you watch the music video.
I
feel like-
right?
It becomes, you're like, wait.
I just really like the bass line in that song.
You realize this is all going on in the podcast, right? Like I'm not cutting this part out.
Yeah. I'm doing
You're
it.
jamming out over there.
I'm doing it so good, you might get copyright strikes.
That's the goal, though.
It's all melody, though. It's all great.
That's the goal, though. You know, like I want to sing as well,
Otherwise,
so well that I will get copyrighted for it.
a great drinking song is also "I Stand Alone" by Godsmack.
God.
Oh, that's the next topic we got to do next.
No.
week. It's like what's the
about
what's the
Godsmack.
best thing to drink to?
Oh, dude, that's a good topic.
That's the
a good
next
topic.
topic.
That's a good topic. I'm not
Thank
gonna
you
lie.
for that, Derrick.
That's next week.
That is now next week.
No, but another good weird song. Jay-Z and Linkin Park.
Oh my fucking god.
Or that country song. The country song.
Which
Country
one?
song.
Cause it's all in my head. I think about it over and over again. It was that one with Nelly and
Oh god. I remember you and Zach talking about that song.
and that was a weird song. was it not?
You're not wrong.
But
I don't know what song it was.
Tell me about this. Talk to me about Linkin Park and Jay-Z. I have not.
Just any of it. Like all of it.
Like you bringing it up at all is weird. I've never heard of this Jay-Z Linkin Park thing.
It was like a remix of one of their older songs.
Yeah, it was it wasn't
Numb?
Hybrid Theory, it was the hell was it?
Wait, I'm getting like this song's
It was
It was on the album. The album was called Resurrection, right?
yeah. But it
Yeah.
wasn't about like their first CD out was Hybrid Theory.
Yeah.
And
then
it was about the next one. What the hell was the next one?
Meteoroia.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It was
I
about
used to be a huge fan of Linkin Park when I was a kid.
Oh, I knew that.
Oh, the funniest thing is my friend, he's a musician in Vegas, and he just shits on Linkin Park the entire for there was a full day. He was going off about how he disliked them, and I was like, by the end of the day, where I was like, "You want to get a drink?" He's like, "Yeah," and he's like. And it never stopped. The whole it was like a good 24 hours
He just kept
shitting
going?
on him. And I was just like, God. I was like, you really dislike them, huh? Then at some point, it came up where apparently Lil Wayne was trying to say that rock and roll artists didn't really have it that hard because they was like, it's like, how the fuck? It's like, and he tried playing a guitar and he really sucked.
No, yeah. There was a point where he tried to come out with a rock album.
Yeah, and that was just
it was
like,
the
you garbage, son.
It was the worst thing he came out with, which is saying something.
Yeah. I mean, mixing levels, I'm not trying to say it's easy, but there's not skill in that. I mean, there could be. There's
Motherfucker, I'm sitting right here.
no, I'm not. I'm saying that there's not like a. There's not like a, what do you call it? A fine-tuned motor skill that is attached to it. I mean, obviously you're clicking shit, and there's got to be a skill to mixing the different levels. But having you to physically do something.
Well, it's yeah. Okay. What you're trying to say is it's two different skills.
Yeah.
It's two different types of skills. I agree. Playing a guitar,
Yeah.
doing that, it's a whole lot of different than
Yeah.
mixing a song. Yes. I concur with that.
I agree with that.
Yeah, because DJs suck. I'm just kidding. I'm just fucking around.
Have you seen that meme where it's like, this motherfucker's only pushing buttons? And then there's it has that guy who looks to the right, and that puppet that looks to the right, and he's like a piano player.
No, I have not seen that.
But
that's pretty good.
That's pretty fucking hilarious. I feel that.
This motherfucker's only pushing buttons.
Fucking whole ass piano.
Oh, God. Sitting there with a goddamn Casio. Oh god.
We still haven't gotten. What was the name of that song with Linkin Park and Jay-Z?
Yeah.
I can't remember the name of the song.
Points of Authority?
Is that what it, I think
Is that what it's called?
that might be it.
I
mean,
think
no,
it's
but
probably Points of Authority.
No, he did the entire album though.
Oh, you're right.
Yeah.
He was on the whole album.
He did like they remastered the entire album
Yeah,
with like
that
rock,
whole fucking
rock
album he
and
was
rap.
on it. Yeah, you're right.
Collision Course?
What the fuck?
That's the first thing that came up.
I mean, you can play it.
Or you could just look up the album.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's an album by Jay-Z and Linkin Park. Collision Course.
I'm pretty sure it's Resurrection with Z's instead of S's.
I
I'm
mean, that's how
pretty
you know
sure.
it's cool.
That's cheesy.
I mean, yeah. It was, yeah. This was like mid-early 2000s.
Collision Course is a collaborative album from American rapper Jay-Z and rock band Linkin Park, released on November 30th,
Maybe Resurrection
2004.
was a song other than.
By Rockefeller, Machine Shop, Warner Brothers, and Def Jam Records.
That's all, yeah.
So what's the subject right now?
Weird.
That was just weird.
A weird album, I guess.
Yeah.
How
What?
could that
That's
be
the
weird?
random?
No, it's weird. Album. It's music. It's still
It was
music.
still on music.
Oh, it's still music.
Wait,
Yeah. I mean, we haven't stopped.
Who said random? You're the only one that said random in that entire time. So that's the random? No, we're talking about music.
You throw in Enya and Fred Durst. So
Oh,
that'd
yeah,
probably
dude.
make a weird
I remember
album.
listening to Enya. What was that song that Enya's famous for? Who can see where the time goes? Only time. I remember sitting up on in Tuba City on top of Old Airport, looking down on Tuba City, just imagining it exploding while that song's going on.
But could you
Fuck is wrong with
imagine?
In slow motion, like.
But with like Fred Durst, and he's like, "Hey, yeah."
In the middle of the song? Why?
This time I'ma let it all come out. This time I'ma take this step. I'ma do things my way. Yes. Yeah. Could you imagine
My
him?
way, my way.
That would make a weird
highway.
album, but I'd probably listen to it. Enya and Fred Durst. Otherwise, I would say Fred Durst, Michael Bublé.
God, this man.
Oh, that's not a matchup that's never happened.
Oh,
Christmas
God.
album. Jingle bells, jingle bells, jingle all the way.
Sure. Yeah.
You can see it.
I already hate it.
Rudolph the red-nosed reindeer had a very shiny nose.
If you ever saw it.
Sorry.
Just go
Please,
death
God,
metal with
no.
it.
Just stop. So we haven't come up
God.
with the random yet.
That was pretty random.
I mean, that was.
That was.
You're not wrong.
That was great.
It was also weird, which stays on topic. I think.
I mean, so we go with, yeah, weirdness.
Awkward silence. Weird silence.
Yeah.
Best
Is
awkward
that the random?
silence.
Is that the random topic? Awkward silence.
Awkward silences, yeah, all of them.
Yeah, insert the meme with the child's. He's like totally dazed, and there's like that cosmic background. He's just
He's
like,
like-
I'm feeling it now.
Oh,
It's like
God.
picture day photo right there. I'm feeling it now. Yeah, I'm starting to feel it. That vodka is creeping up now.
Heck yeah. That's
Oh,
what it's
man.
supposed to do.
I don't really drink vodka a whole lot, so holy shit.
I mean, you drink whiskey, though.
Yeah, whiskey's delicious.
Yeah, but I vehemently disagree with people who say that different alcohols don't hit you differently.
I
I
mean,
tell you what, let's do this. How about the weirdest alcohol you've ever had?
I thought it, but we tried alcohols one time, and it wasn't the best, but, those were firsts. And that was like, we're talking about legal shit.
Yeah, don't drink. Do not drink Code Red with Jim Beam bourbon.
Yeah,
I've
like
had that
weird,
before,
weird
actually.
mixes.
That's weird.
Do
I've actually
not
had that
drink
before. I'm like, wait a minute.
I
I've actually had that.
I know that one.
It's like, how did we end up on the same path?
I was like, that's gotta be the weirdest shit anyone's ever consumed, and we both consumed it.
It was a drunken mixed drink made at the time. I didn't make it. It was a friend of mine that made it. Otherwise, do not have wine and then top it off with Everclear.
I've had that before too. It's
like, why are we on the same wavelength?
It's like, motherfucker, quit naming all the weird shit I've done.
You did one of those.
I got
yes, you're right.
one of the weirdest things I've ever done is pretty goddamn hilarious because it started out of nowhere. We were getting like pretty swifty at a Halloween party, and there was shot glasses that were
you dressed up?
I'm gonna be
I wasn't actually.
I
I literally got off work and I went to this party.
Damn it!
So I was still in like my my work uniform, and I went to the party, and I was like, they were like, "What are you?" I was like, "The village idiot," apparently.
Good response.
But like somebody came, and one of the funniest things. This is like one of the most hilarious things I've ever seen at a party before. But my friend's girlfriend got super hammered, and then the guy just shows up, and he's like dressed kind of normal. He's got like a red flannel on, like jeans and a hat. he just comes in, he walks in, and then like immediately she says, "Imposter!" it's like what the hell? It's like, and then you like, and then you just like you look at him, and he's like, "What are you?" He's like, "I'm Canadian, eh?" He's like, what the? I don't know why, but that made like it's so much more hilarious. But the great thing was he had like, I was like, "What the hell makes you Canadian?" He's like, "I got maple syrup in my pocket." I guarantee you this is leading up to the weird shot. But what I did is I pushed him on the couch because he got really drunk, and I stole the maple syrup out of his front pocket. He's like, obviously Canadians do this. But they had shot glasses, and they were like mixable, so that you could pour two different liquids in it without them mixing together. So I poured the maple syrup in one half, and then poured rum Tennessee honey in the other half, and I just started giving them to people. I was like, "Here, drink this. Here, drink this." People weren't even asking what it was, and I was just like, "Here, drink this. Here, drink this." And
rum Tennessee honey, like,
yeah, it was this dude. I tried it, like, and it was the sweetest, most horrible shot you could ever take.
That just sounds like Jack honey, dude.
It is. Well, it was the Tennessee honey when Tennessee honey came out, and maple syrup. So it was like two sweet things, and like you're literally drinking like probably like a teaspoon of syrup with alcohol. It wasn't the greatest thing ever, but people did it, and it was like, I was like, how did I get people to do this? It's like we emptied the bottles.
Okay. So I haven't done that one, but I have had that with simple syrup, not maple syrup. So it's pretty close.
Yeah.
Gross.
Yeah, it is gross.
That's all I'm gonna say about that. Gross.
Nah.
And I can only imagine that would be even worse with maple syrup. Like,
oh god, it was pretty bad.
I can't think of a weird shot I've ever had.
Well,
Or
it doesn't have to be
drink.
weird. Yeah,
A weird drink.
I mean, some
Other
jungle
than
juices
the
are weird.
ones I've ever mixed, you know, like there were some weird ones I've mixed.
I mean, there's like
You make weird
you
made
poured
weird
some
shit all the
random
time.
shit together. And it
It's
did
like-
not work.
it was like any kind of res rocket out there. Jesus,
It's like, this one tastes like chalk.
it's like, why is this one grainy?
I don't
Doesn't this taste like the color purple? I'm like, yeah, it kind of does.
I mean,
Dude,
not,
there
in a
was-
good way. Not in a good way. Not even in a good way. I mean, but it did, though.
It tasted like a blue crayon.
This is grandma's sweater.
This is mothball soup.
Oh my god. Right,
Oh my
that's
God.
where it ends right there.
Not really.
Can I just end on, like, I've made a lot of weird drinks that I drink? and made
Yeah,
other,
but just, like,
made,
tell
made
us-
Other people drink.
made other people drink as well because he was there.
But there were a lot of them.
Well, you gotta
I
tell
had to
us.
drink a lot of them.
I only started mixing drinks when him and Zachary were there.
Well, you gotta tell
You're
us
like,
about
hey,
some of them. Jeez,
hey, try
you
this.
can't just say, "Oh, I made weird drinks
And Trey's
before."
like, oh yeah.
And I drink it. I'm like, what the fuck is this?
So,
and you're like, I don't know. You're like, I just put some stuff together.
Like before,
I was like, why does it taste like?
Why is this horrible?
before I start drinking, I can mix things pretty good.
Then he reaches a certain
And
level.
then there's a certain level when I like drink after those drinks, it's like, okay, cool, I'm still a mixologist. I am not. I am not.
The skills are not there.
Do you mix it with your pinky?
No. No.
Hard no.
With your snout?
I use a spoon. My guy. You always use a spoon when you stir things together.
Is that a euphemism for something?
No. No. It's,
Hey,
yeah,
don't be shy.
I
You
mean,
can tell us.
I mean what I mean, and I said what I said. I mean what I say, and I say what I mean. That's what I meant to say.
Oh, okay. Wow. That was a very that was a strong defensive response right there.
Yeah, don't be quoting Nazi artists. What the hell's wrong with you?
That was Dr. Seuss, by the way.
Oh, Dr. Seuss.
Do you not like Dr. Seuss?
Doctor of Adultery.
I mean,
I thought it was funny.
he was a racist, but he wasn't an adulterer.
No, he was.
Yeah, he
an
was. He
adulterer
was.
Also.
Was he?
Yeah.
On top of that, he was also an adulterer.
On top of
Chronic
all,
cheater.
yeah, on top of all that horrible shit he did, he's
also cheated on his wife.
he also cheated on his wife.
But can I say that he did write some pretty good books about facing racism?
It really makes me want to think about what the true
In the world.
story of Green Eggs and Him. What was that really about?
Dude, there's a full deep dive on YouTube
It's
about
him
it.
and his best friend not getting along, and him
So
just.
I'm
I'm just kidding.
gonna plow this lassie at the tavern tonight, and then I'm gonna
Did
write
we
this
come up with
amazing
weird-
book the
Yeah,
next
it was
day.
weirdest drinks you've ever had. Okay, so weirdest drinks I've ever had were the drinks I've made.
Green Egg.
All
and
right,
Ham.
you gotta tell us about some of them. You can't just say, "Oh, I've made weird drinks before."
I have.
I mean,
would?
no kidding. You've made weird drinks before. What are some of these weird drinks? You
Half
can't
the
just
time
say.
he could not tell you what is even in these drinks.
By the
I
time I
can't
make.
even
By the,
taste what's in these drinks.
by the time I make the weird drinks, I'm
I mean-
too drunk to realize what I made in the weird drinks.
He's
The-
just
the-
pulling stuff off shelves.
No, the funny thing is, you gotta come up with one time. You literally just one time.
Okay, I make
You can't, everybody in their household
I
can
at
say,
least-
"I've made weird drinks before."
I can at least.
Everybody's run the fucking fountain
at
at it like a
least
soda machine.
Listen to me, motherfucker. I'm trying to tell you. Let me talk.
Oh, damn.
Are you gonna let me talk?
No.
Okay.
World star.
Oh,
World star.
Ian, it's your, I guess it's your turn, Ian.
No, go ahead.
Definitely, maybe.
You have something?
Good plug.
Damn.
That's all you.
You had something to say? You had something to say, you're right. Go ahead.
No. I tried talking 3 times. It wasn't happening. It's all you, my guy.
No. You go.
Yeah, just finish it, man.
I'm done.
Are you though? Are you though?
A rather menacing look is
Every time I try to talk about it, you're like, cut me off.
All right, I'm done.
It doesn't matter. Like, it's Ian's turn. The audience will never know.
I will, and trust me, it's not good. But
It's never good.
there are certain times that drink comes out chunky, and you're like, "What is in here?"
It's like, how are these two liquids?
Actually, those are the times I know I make them chunky, and it's just like, I'm gonna make this drink horrible.
And then you just walk around, you're like, "Hey,
Try this.
try." I'm like, What is this?
Why are there clumps? It's because I mixed milk in it, bitch, and lime.
So it starts to curdle.
Yes.
Please tell me you never made me drink that.
I have, actually.
Oh, fucking God. That explains so much.
Why is it clumpy?
I'm lactose intolerant.
I am too.
Oh no!
Oh, my God.
So am I.
Game over,
I
man.
mean, okay, what have I drank that's weird that has already been talked about? Because a lot of these I've had overlap with. Huh.
So, oh yeah. By the way,
it was Bailey's and lime. Don't mix those two together if you don't.
Yeah,
That explains so much.
huge fan. By the way, just had to reiterate that.
The Elite Scrub on
No, this
Twitch
guy-
and YouTube.
How many plugs are we putting in here?
No, the
All
funniest
the
thing is like somebody's got to say like, "Oh yeah, weirdest shots." That's a let's play. It's like what the fuck?
Oh, man.
I'm giving you all the plugs.
Yeah, I'm waiting for somebody to do it. It's be hilarious.
What is that? There's a blue Mountain Dew. What is that one called? Do you guys know?
Baja Blast?
No, the blue one.
Code Blue?
I don't think it's called Cool Blue.
No, there's a Code Red. I don't know what the blue one is.
There's a blue one
But did you know that Mountain Dew was made...
to go with whiskey. Yeah.
Yeah. Sure. Okay, continue.
I
Yeah,
know
if you-
what you're talking about. I just don't remember the name.
At some point, we got to try this. We got to try just get like Mountain Dew and whiskey.
So there's
I've tried it. It's actually pretty
there's a blue
All right.
Mountain Dew that you used to be able to get at Circle K's,
I think it's just kind of like.
and I've mixed that with almost every kind of liquor you can imagine, and it's always gross. It is always gross.
It's never good.
Never good.
It's like, maybe this time.
It is always gross. Never try it, please.
What
Yeah,
about like
the-
alcohol mixed with those little Kool-Aid pops or those little fucking jug
I've done that.
juices?
That's good though. That's good though.
Is that good?
That's not even that
I've
weird.
never tried it.
That's good. That's good. Trust me.
Like
Okay.
Jungle
The
Juice?
Polar Pops?
Jungle Juice?
No, like remember like the little
Like
little
the
plastic.
Kool-Aids with the twist offs.
Yeah,
Mixed with any kind of
Oh.
alcohol is almost good, except probably I haven't tried it with whiskey.
yeah.
Sounds like
And
it
then
had
there
to
was
do
like
with rum.
no, you remember those little jugs that had like the aluminum foil over the top you pull off?
Yeah.
Yeah, those
That's good
ones.
too.
Oh,
The
yeah.
the little jug juices.
Those already have like something that
I
like
don't
you feel at
think
the
that
back of
was
the
a
throat.
Kool-Aid
It's
brand.
good.
Yeah.
It's good though.
You know
It
what I
was
mean?
something
Like-
else, but I know what you're talking about. Yeah, it wasn't a Kool-Aid brand.
No, that's not a Kool-Aid.
no,
That's,
no. Kool-Aid came out with their own style of that, but it was
But you
like
guys said Kool-Aid.
What brand is that called?
They did mention Kool-Aid, but they didn't say Kool-Aid with that.
No, those are two separate things that are both good with liquor,
yeah.
in my opinion.
So pick one and stick with it then.
I mean, he's still trying to figure out what the blue
I
Mountain
can't
Dew
even
is.
remember what the blue band is called.
Hashtag loyalty. Hashtag.
You know, that's
How are you
something you
gonna
could probably
get-
just Google. What the fuck are you doing? Don't mess with that. It's
Huh?
gonna fuck up the audio.
Huh?
How are you gonna get that homie respect, dude? You're
Yeah, I
not
know.
gonna complete this mission right now.
I know.
We're still on that GTA mission right now, by the way.
We are.
You can't get that homie respect yet, or that money, or the other
Are you
thing.
Googling it?
Yes.
Well, whatever that thing was called. That's
Voltage! Yes.
Voltage.
That's what it's called. Yeah, don't try that.
Don't drink that.
Don't do that.
Don't
do
mix that with any alcohols.
If you're gonna drink that, drink it straight up. Well, I mean, even that's questionable.
So when you do the dew and whiskey, it's pretty good.
No, it's not.
It's
not
not.
the voltage. Just regular Mountain Dew.
Yeah,
Mountain
just
Dew
the
and whiskey.
dew. The dew.
It's decent. Yeah, it's pretty good.
What about the throwback Mountain Dew? Is it also pretty good?
What about the diet
I've
double
never
dew?
had that, but that probably
Like the
actually works
100% sugar one.
Yeah, the
That probably
throwback.
actually works better.
I enjoy the 100% sugar by itself. I've never tried it without whiskey.
Yeah, because I think usually if you simplify it, it's basically they'll just refer to it like as a gentleman's sour, I guess, with Mountain Dew and whiskey.
Oh, is that what they call it?
It's like the lame version of it.
The lame version? Well, I guess I'm lame.
But, I've never tried it, so I don't know what it tastes like. Better yet, even the throwback, but it sounds really interesting. I gotta add that to the list, because, America's favorite soda, Mountain Dew.
Sure, so we've all mentioned...
Or the Voltage as well.
I've tried a lot of weird stuff in liquor, and I don't really recommend most of it. For the most part, most of the good drinks, they already exist. They have names.
No,
Don't be trying to make your own stuff. Usually it's bad.
The good ones get named. The last one.
I want to be famous for something.
Kids, stay
Just
stay
hot
in
whiskey.
school.
Nobody's bad mouthing hot whiskey. Hot whiskey is my first
my
chat room
God.
name.
Kids, just stay in school, right?
Agreed.
Go to school for mixology.
I'm pretty sure we're
And if
Not
your friend
talking to
hands you
kids
some
right
random
now.
drink and says, "Hey, try this."
If we're talking to kids right now, I'm worried.
yeah, I'm pretty sure we're not talking to kids.
I don't want to be talking to kids right now.
America's youth, please tune off.
At least be
listen
over
to-
21 to listen to this. Maybe I
listen
should
to-
put a little
Disclaimer.
Wait, you guys aren't explicit yet?
I put it down as explicit.
Oh, okay.
So 18 and over can listen to it. Like 16-year-olds can listen
yeah,
to it, I
the
guess.
cool kids can listen to this.
I guess so.
I gotta emphasize the never mind.
Whenever I put this on, I'm like, is there bad language on this? Like, yes. most definitely. Most definitely.
Is there clean language on this? Absolutely not.
So what we're mostly talking about, like, I feel like we let off with hentai, so, like, like...
Do you guys lead on in that episode 1? I can look this up when I get home, and that's episode 1 hentai.
Hentai
yeah,
with
just starting
the
out
elite
strong.
scrub.
Top 5 hentais.
Top
Top five hentai.
hentais with the elite scrub.
Whoa! That episode hasn't aired yet.
It's about to.
That's gonna be on the fans only page.
Patreon.
Jesus.
Hashtag OnlyFans. $5.
You know,
For my hentai list. My hentai tier list.
Subscribe for my top 10 hentai. It's gross.
oh, gosh.
Oh, damn, y'all will give me ideas.
So
$10 a month.
I'll keep that hentai tier list updated.
this is a legit question, but does Crunchyroll have like a hentai category?
You mean country roll?
Yeah,
Country roll.
Crunchyroll. No, they
Crunchy.
No, they do not.
Oh, shit.
No, they don't.
Great. Well,
I can attest to that.
they almost had my subscription.
Go with VRV.
They have that?
Go with hanime.com.
What's wrong with you
Is
guys?
that a real thing?
That is a real website. Yes.
H anime.
H anime.
H. Can you do that?
It's called
Anime?
Hanime.
Anime. It's called anime.
So that's Hotel Alpha.
Nixon.
God damn it.
We're done with this. I'm done. I'm done with this.
It's going with alphanumerical.
But so we've come to the time where we get to it. It's called the nightcap. It's the last thoughts of the evening. Yeah. We haven't done that with Dink It with Darren yet.
Yeah. It's because definitely maybe. I mean,
We should have done it with the Ackroyd drink.
the skull vodka. Yeah. Good times.
Dink It with Darren.
Woo-hoo.
I don't know if you heard that at all. I can turn that up at that point.
Dude, can I dink it too?
Oh, dang.
I'm gonna
we
dink it
clinking?
to. I'm
We
dinking it to hentai.
Whoa.
Dink It with Darren.
Get that off my
Slash-
bottle.
slash the nightcap.
$10 a month, you get that hentai tier list.
/ hentai recommendation.
Oh, God.
So
I just want to say, if any of my family members are ever listening to this, because I post this shit on my Facebook, I want you to know that I apologize.
For the aristocrats.
I'm not saying anything I say is untrue. I just apologize. You have to see me this way,
And I just want you to know.
or hear me this way.
$10 on my Patreon.
$10 on my Patreon.
It's like
You can get an updated list of my top 10 hentai titles, manga, and
God.
It could be, but it's not. Could be.
Why?
But I do plan on starting a Patreon soon enough.
Good for you.
Thank you.
So it's a very good. It's a very good way of having people who care about your content supporting you and rewarding them for such.
Yeah, I agree. We just have to. I just have to come up with tiers of like we're rewarding them with anything, you know. Like
Yeah.
we technically have lost episodes already.
Yeah, like we have some stuff that we don't like want to
Like-
put out to like just put out.
I'm giving you guys gold here.
Like we have
The
a
hentai tier list.
the hentai tier list.
Oh my God!
I'm gonna be honest. I don't watch much hentai at all.
It's okay. I got. No, I'm just kidding.
But,
I got you on this.
the elite scrub hentai tier list.
Guest feature on the page. No, I'm just kidding.
He'll get 75% of the proceedings because like
It's his list.
it's his list.
There is no tier list. There could be.
There could be.
To be honest, I don't think I've ever seen a hentai.
Just
weird.
I have. I just never got into it. Not that we have to get into this.
I mean,
This feels like a whole nother topic here.
yeah.
But yeah, it's the Nightcap. I've been your host, Urian. He's been my co-host, Mike/Darren, and he's been the sound guy, Derrick, and he's been the guest.
Yeah, hopefully
Ian.
the audio's not corrupted.
Yeah.
We
Really got my fingers crossed on that.
Your feet crossed?
Sure.
Okay.
He's got everything
Dope.
crossed.
Bro, just cross everything.
It's crossed. It's crossed now.
Dude, I love how you're pouring that right now.
His arms are crossed.
pouring a skull
Pinky
drink.
out. I'm
Little
just kidding.
variation there.
Oh, Pinky's out.
But yeah.
Oh, God dang.
Do you guys have anything else to add to the?
Yeah, definitely
thing?
maybe.
Motherfucker. So it hasn't gone on record
Watch it.
technically because Tillman's. We did a podcast with Tillman. I'm just going to explain this real quick. We've done a podcast with Tillman, another good friend of mine, and it was a top threes, and in the movie section, definitely maybe was my top three, one of my top threes, and I made Darren watch it right after the podcast.
And it was definitely maybe.
And it's just a thing. Tillman would be on the podcast again, so we could redo his thing because the audio was corrupted somehow. And yeah, so that's just the whole thing. Definitely, maybe. This
Yeah,
motherfucker-
definitely maybe is a.
This motherfucker.
It's a callback to a thing that you'll probably never hear.
But it is one of my favorite movies. Top three.
Yeah,
Most definitely.
that's why it came up. That's why it's funny.
Maybe.
Ugh, delicious.
Definitely.
Maybe.
So I do got a question. What the hell? What was you guys' favorite drink of the night?
Oh yeah, that's the thing we're doing, right?
Yeah.
Favorite drink of the night.
What was your favorite drink of the night? Anybody?
Ian.
Yeah.
Go
What's
for it.
Go on first.
yeah. Let's just go with Ian.
That's a hard question. They're all different in good ways, but as always, vodka, Ultra Sunrise Monster, splash of cranberry juice. I don't have a name for that one, but that is one I came up with. That's a pretty good drink.
No, yeah, it was pretty good. I tried it. Yeah, I enjoyed it.
So it was like the Monster
It
Sunrise.
tasted like a popsicle. Is the best way you could put it. Like those rockets. What are they called?
Rocket Pops.
Is
Jesus.
they called rocket pops?
I think so.
It's not. It's
I have no
not
idea.
the Ruby version. It's the fruit punch version. Y'all know what I'm saying? No, I'm saying
No, the Rocket Pops are the red, white, and blue ones, right?
No, yeah, okay, that's probably
That
what
is
those are.
Yeah, yeah.
But I'm talking about the
Orange sickle?
orange with the
Isn't
red
it
in the
called
middle.
orange sickles?
Isn't it just like the popsicle brand?
Big Pop.
Is it
No.
called Big Pop? No, it's not called Big Pop.
I feel like we're spending too much time on this.
Yeah, no, I don't have no idea.
Regardless.
You'll know what I'm saying when I described it. Like, if you don't know what it is, you don't know what
I
it
think
is.
Popsicle is an actual brand.
I'm sure it is, but that's not what I'm talking about. It's not just popsicle.
Yeah, because Otter Pops are the shit. Just
Anyway.
kidding.
Oh,
So-
Otter Pops are pretty good.
But that's
too.
what it tastes like.
One part vodka, 2 parts Ultra Sunrise Monster, splash of cranberry.
So wait, are you talking about the orange?
Yeah,
Why would you
it's got
splash
the orange
something?
yellowish thing, and then the red inside.
Oh.
And then they also have the
yeah,
version
that-
with the root beer.
That's.
All
Yeah,
right,
What?
I'm
There's
coming
a
up with
root beer
name for it
version?
right now.
There's at least a Shamrock brand. Out
No,
of
that's
that.
a Shamrock. Yeah,
I'm
it's definitely
naming
Shamrock.
it right here on this podcast. It's an Ultra Sunset.
Ultra Sunset. Okay, he's coined it, I guess.
Wait,
That's what's called.
going on.
Why don't we call it Christopher Walken?
No.
Oh, we never
I don't think I've ever said no that fast.
We never explained the Christopher Walken. So me and Ian used to work together, right? And we worked in food. So there was a walk-in with like freezer and cooler and shit. It was a cooler, and it was a huge ass cooler. And I always wanted to put the face of Christopher Walken on front of it and be like, "Hey, this is Christopher Walken," you know, like because there's a walk-in
Like
fridge in
Christopher Walk
in.
dash in.
yeah, because that's hilarious. That's a pun. That's a motherfucking pun right there. And that's the
Hilarious is debatable.
shit. Hilarious.
That's undeniable.
It's
That's the
hilarious.
most dad thing I've
It's
heard. all day.
hilarious. Motherfucker. I still plan like printing that fucking face out because I've been too lazy to do it. I'm gonna print that face out with the under quotes of it, Christopher Walken, and I'm gonna sneak into that Chick-fil-A. I can't say that. I'm gonna sneak into that place.
It's like it's just recorded.
I'm gonna sneak into that place and tape that shit up. I'm gonna wait outside the entire time and be like, "Ha! I hear them laughing. I hear them laughing.
Will you hear them laughing, though?
I hear all the laughs.
I hear."
Some questions remain to be answered.
That's gonna be hilarious because they're gonna be so confused. Like, who the fuck did this? I could easily climb over those counters.
Yeah.
I've done it plenty of times.
So make sure to subscribe to H Anime. Yeah, that's Hotel Alpha,
Haname.
Anime.
Nevada,
Anime.
India,
Anyways,
Mike and Echo.
Derrick. What is your drink of the night?
My drink of the night, I guess I gotta really go with that. So it's referred to for this drink, and this whole time I've been gone without my phone. But where you mix it in with the cranberry juice and with the orange juice, and then just have your vodka as the base. It was called like a madras. I think it was.
I have no idea.
I spaced out for a second. I gotta be honest. You said vodka,
I don't
orange
think
juice
it was
as base.
madres.
The
That
vodka as
wasn't
base.
correct.
Okay.
What
Vodka
do you
is the
usually
base,
call
orange.
What do you call
and then
vodka,
cranberry?
orange, and cranberry? What do you usually call that?
A tampon.
Oh
No,
shut up!
we did not call it that. We did not call it. I don't remember what the name for that is, but it's good. That's actually one of my favorite drinks too.
Yeah,
I've had that a couple times tonight, actually.
I do not remember the name of it, but
Shut
it's
up,
pretty
Dan.
good. It's not. That's why I was saying I was defaulting to like, oh, it's madres,
But
it's not that.
that's your drink of the night?
I think it was a madras. It's probably what it was called, a madras.
Sure.
A madras or madras.
Or cran orange vodka?
Sure,
No.
if you want to add in
No.
more syllables.
No.
That's too many syllables.
Nah.
I got tired listening to you say that.
It's called a madras.
Just stop already.
A madras, or madras.
All right, I'll just tell my drink of the night. It's a Not Your Father's root beer, which I've been searching for. Me and Mike / Darren. I've been searching for like over a month now.
Yeah.
And he finally found it. And we've been having Not Your Father's all night.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
that's just fucking
He
dope.
found it.
It's a nostalgic drink. And
It is.
Found it
That-
just
It's
for
one
you.
of the few like beer type things you can drink, even if you hate beer.
Yeah.
It's it tastes like root beer, but you could taste a slight alcoholism in it, and it's just like
Honestly, that
Right.
slight alcoholic taste makes it taste better than actual root beer.
Yeah,
No, agreed.
definitely.
Because I don't
Definitely.
like root beer.
Agreed.
I don't like root beer at all.
agreed.
You guys are breaking my heart right now.
Poetry.
So one of the things that's always been like a must is root beer and pizza in my family.
Yeah.
So that's kind of why I ordered the pizza. I was like, drinking root beer. Buy pizzas. Buy
I need
pizzas.
a pizza right now.
But no, my drink of the night also has to be Not Your Father's. Haven't found this. I haven't seen it in stores for a long time.
For a minute, like
Yeah.
we've been looking, like I said, and that's your drink of the night too.
Yeah, it is. I only wish that we found the cream soda because I hear the cream
Oh
soda.
yeah. There is a version of the cream soda.
I've had that one too.
Yeah, I hear the
it's
cream
good.
soda is amazing.
It's delicious. Yes,
I like the root beer one more, but the cream soda one's good.
I fucking love cream soda. There's no words. Only expressions.
What about alcohols you want to try?
Creme
Snap, click.
Because there's I kind of want to talk about this, but I want to try the Pabst liquor. I've seen it.
There's Pabst liquor. I've wanted to
The
try
vodka?
the Pabst.
I don't know what it is.
Or I think it was probably the whiskey one.
It might have been a whiskey one, but it was a clear.
Yeah, it's clear.
Yeah.
The one I wanted to try is the Pabst coffee, hard coffee.
So why don't you just get
Oh,
it
the
already?
beer.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that thing looks
the
amazing
hard coffee,
too.
the Pabst hard coffee.
Yeah.
I've heard good things. I've heard bad things.
Dude, if you could
But
get
I've got to
it,
try.
heard
But
no
I've got
things.
I've got to
If-
try it.
That's
if
the
you
first
could
I've heard
get
of it.
Yeah, no, they came out with a hard coffee. They come out with a whiskey. Like they're doing
A clear
doing,
whiskey.
you could totally
Yeah.
get it.
Yeah.
'Cause that's an
man.
important distinction for me because I don't like regular whiskey.
You don't like brown whiskey.
Clear whiskey's it's got a different flavor
You're
profile.
breaking my heart.
Wait,
It's really
sorry
hard
to say, I'm a vodka boy.
Yeah, you're breaking my heart now. Anakin, you're breaking my heart.
You're going down a path I can't follow.
It's okay.
God, just
can make
pull
the
this stuff out of
galaxy.
nowhere. God damn it!
We can make the galaxy how we want to.
Shut up.
Like, if you
Sorry.
got the Star Wars quotes ready.
No, I know you guys do. I know. I have them ready too.
Just stop.
I just want you to know I just want to let you know I have the high ground. You can end this podcast anytime.
Well, here's my counter offer. I don't like sand.
It's rough, it's irritating, and it gets everywhere.
It gets everywhere.
Well, Master, we got one thing right. The negotiations were short.
The no-go. Shut up. So,
Okay.
yeah.
It's outrageous.
So
This has been the nightcap. We're about to end this because we're going
we're
to the
just
deep end of
Yeah.
Star Wars.
The Star Wars
And
quotes.
that just, like,
that's got to be its own thing at some
I
point.
could use your advice, young Master Jedi. Oh, he's just a Padawan.
Okay. So
Worry about
That's a
him.
good
He's
one right
just
there.
He's just a Padawan. Excuse me.
okay, so I mean that probably should be the end, right?
So, this is technically episode 3 currently. I know last episode I told you guys it was 3, but obviously it was number 2.
Yeah, we're coming in too hot.
Only because Tillman's, the one we had with Tillman previously,
The last episode.
was
That's gonna be
the
a lost
audio
song.
was
Yeah.
the audio was corrupted,
Yeah.
and we will have Tillman on soon enough again because he agreed to it,
Yeah.
and hopefully that file won't be corrupted. So, anyways, this has been After Hours. It's been the nightcap, and we hope you enjoyed it.
Yeah.
I got my good friend Derrick as a sound guy. I got Derrick/Mike as
You mean
my
it's-
I
co-host.
mean, you said Derek. Yeah, you just said Derek
I
again.
said Derrick
too.
twice?
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'm drunk. And that's the whole thing. I got Darren/Mike as my co-host. There's me, Ryan, most obviously. And then we got our good friend Ian, who, he does Twitch streams under the Elite Scrub. And he has a YouTube channel, the Elite Scrub. Do you have anything else to add to that? Other than those 2 plugs?
Yeah, you got a gram? What the hell, dude?
Twitter.
I mean, I have Instagram, Twitter, TikTok, all those things at the Elite Scrub.
You got TikTok? I want to follow your TikTok. I don't have TikTok.
Okay, yeah, do it.
Is it just the Elite Scrub?
Dude,
still?
do you do dances on there? Or is
No,
it all
I
just like...
don't do dances.
it was like, is it
No,
all
it's
just emotes?
It's like funny clips and stuff. Is what I
Oh,
do.
okay.
Oh, okay, cool. Yeah. The Elite Scrub. It's all spelled the way you think it'd be, right?
The Elite Scrub.